Hi, Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 16th to the 31st, 2021 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting ourselves feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Leo, October 16th to the 31st, 2021 Leo, money and career. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. At the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy, and we have the Fool. So I like that combination, actually. That's really cool. So there's a sense here of, I'm going to be a fool if I stay in this toxic place. I'm going to be a fool if I don't move myself forward to what is waiting for me, for what is more, for what is my potential and my promise and my purpose. There's this real sense of having to face demons, having to face things that have kept us held back in the past, and that's going to be very prominent during this time. Now, of course, if we have Capricorn energy in our natal chart, that's coming through very powerfully at our root. Then we have the Ace of Air, a gift from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. The Ace of Swords really coming in here, which the Ace of Air is the Ace of Swords. And there's this gift of our voice. We have bone and we have, spider's web making this harp. And there's a sense here then of healing. It's like as we find our voice within our inner selves, as we find our voice, as we find our passion, as we find our purpose, as we see ourselves more and more, we start to heal. We start to move forward. We start to see ourselves with openness and honesty. It moves us then to our emotional self. Things start to move really fast. We have the Knight of Swords coming in. We take this gift most definitely, not as profoundly as if we had the air sign, the swords in our inner self, but we have it here in our heart. And so we do take this gift very powerfully and we're moving forward with it. We can be a bit rash with our words during this time, not really thinking things through. There's going to be a sense here, there's going to be a sense here, Leo, that we have to very much be mindful of just charging forward without thinking. And it's very much being that warrior mentality. And that's why Spirit had me say Aries, is because we're going to think, I'm that warrior. I'm going to slay the dragon. I'm going to, defeat what needs to be defeated. And what Spirit is saying here is be mindful. Be mindful because we're also detoxing from a lot of hurts and of pains and of disappointments and of angers and of upsets and of intensity. It moves us to our inner self, our public arena self. We're faced with the Five of Swords. We're seeing a conflict. We're seeing something that we have to deal with that we have dealt with before. And we're going to think, oh, seriously, I have to deal with this again. So here, there's something, it throws us off our game. It really does. It can have to do with the addictions. Now, this could be addictions of drugs and alcohol, right? But this can also be addictions of people pleasing, of, procrastination, of whatever it is that we do to sabotage ourselves. This is something that we're going to be doing during this time, or at least tempted to do. So do be mindful. The Nine of Wands. Determination, yes, but there's also this sense of we're trying to listen to everybody else, and we need to make sure that we're listening to the people who have our best interest at heart. It's going to be so easy during this time to be like, I'm just going to listen to people who agree with me. I'm just going to listen to people who, who don't have my best interest at heart, because they're going to be following some of these patterns that I'm very used to following. So do be mindful of that, Leo. Okay, let's see here. Let's see the energy we need to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides. Oh, we jump out right here. So we just fall right out as I was shuffling. And it's the Strength card. We have to be mindful of getting in our own way, Leo. We're represented by the Strength card in the Major Arcana. We're represented by the Wands in the Minor Arcana. We also have to be very mindful. We're going to be very drawn to people who we perceive of as strong. And this is going to be a bluster and a bluff and an empty show. This is going to be a person who can talk a really good talk, who can get outraged and who can scream and who can yell. They have nothing that backs them up. They might actually be a violent person, so that's something to be mindful of here. Most definitely, they're going to be frustrated. There's a bit of impotence within themselves that they see when they look at themselves. They're not at that place that they wanted to be. So do be mindful of that. We can also have that same kind of fury focusing on ourselves here during this time. We might not be at the place that we want to be, so we're going to get angry and we're going to want to lash out. This is a time where if we get angry and lash out, it's not going to help us. It really isn't. It's actually going to hurt us in a very real way. Let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. Meditation. That's going to be so beneficial for us during this time, to meditate, to contemplate, to embrace our hearts. This is our crown chakra, our heart and our mind coming together, to embrace calm, to sit in calm within ourselves, to embrace the love that we have for ourselves. That's going to be a game changer. At our root, again, we have the devil. Something here is coming up. Now, again, this could be addictions, whatever type of addictions it is. It can be people pleasing. It can be thinking, well, I have to do this career. I have to do this. I have to be just like this, or else nobody's going to take me seriously. And what divinity is saying now is like, why not just be you? Why not just be you? Why not embrace you, what you want, what you're striving for, what you desire, where it is that you want to be? And during this time here, Leo, this sense of embracing us, we might think, well, I've messed up so much, or we might think, well, who am I, to make these decisions? They know, these people, everybody knows what success is, what power is. I want that. And there's a real sense here of become back-centered, become back-centered. That's not proper English. Become centered once again in yourself. Step into yourself. Connect with the earth. I'm a huge fan of barefoot shoes. If you Google, you can find them on Amazon, most definitely. But barefoot shoes that connect us with the earth, that take away all the malarkey. Now, don't go running in barefoot shoes instantaneously. It could take up to a year to be able to build up to walk in them really comfortably, because you're dropping your Achilles. It's a whole big thing. I could go into it more if you guys want. But here, there's a sense of connect. Connect with the earth, connect with yourself, connect with what you desire, connect with who you are, connect with where you want to be, connect with what it is that you see within your life and where it is that you see yourself going. This is a time where we're facing a lot of the things that have knocked us off course. A lot of the things that we sit there and say, oh, well, I kind of regret that, or I wish I didn't do that, or, that wasn't the best thing for me. And now we're looking at it and saying, that doesn't get to define me anymore. We start to walk away. We start to walk away and we start to embrace who we are and what we want and what we love and where it is that we want to be. We are embracing the Fool. We are embracing this change. Now, people might call us foolish as we're embracing this change, as we're moving forward for us and not for them. And there's this sense here now. It's like, no, I'm the hero of my story. I'm embracing my heart and my soul and my passion and myself. I'm moving forward towards where I need to be, body, mind, spirit, and being. And there's this sense here of the song within us that needs to be sung. There's this sense here of this voice within us that needs to be heard. It's not our voice. It's kind of like, hush up and listen to this. Hush up and listen to the words that are going to tumble around you. It could be a prayer that somebody you used to pray with when you were little. It could be a song that you used to dance through in the kitchen. It's something here that it's like, listen to this song. Connect yourself once again to this time of beauty and of innocence and of ideas and of passion and of power. And it's connecting you with your ancestral bones. It's connecting you with your voice of what it is that you desire, the change of it, the fact that people might be kind of repelled by it because you do have the spider web here making up the strands, where it's like, I could be repelled by it, but it could also be something intriguing and beautiful to me. And it has us healing. It has us moving towards this new idea, this new way forward. It's like, okay, can I heal here? Can I be here? Can I embrace this? Can I move forward towards where I need to be? Do I get to have a say in this, in my career? And what I desire, and what I want from my life, and how I'm moving forward. There is a beautiful power to us that is guiding us. There's a beautiful power to us that is seeing us openly and honestly and realistically. There's this beautiful sense of coming home, a beautiful sense of standing at one with ourselves, and it moves us to our hearts really starting to move forward in passion and power. It's like our hearts know that we're supposed to be at a different place, or our hearts know what we're supposed to be saying yes to. And this is a time to absolutely embrace it. We feel like we're kind of caught up in something bigger than us, bolder than us. We have to be very mindful not to let our temper get in the way and take over things. We have to be mindful of the way that we're charging forward. We're going to be very, very intrigued with the idea of acting just to act, just to get something done. And this is a time for us to remember all the heartbreak, all the pain, all the disappointment, all the anger, all the upset that we have been through, everything that has traumatized us, everything that has been too much for us. And as we start charging forward, we carry with us the weapons from the pain that we have been in, the weapons of the knowledge that we have gained, of the insight that we have that others don't. And we start to see that we can move forward if our heart and our mind comes together. We can move forward in a way that is spectacular, that is driven and is focused and is insightful. Now, in the public arena, we're going to have a tendency to get way too much in our own heads because we're going to face something that we have faced before. Because we have career coming up here and we have this tenuousness about our own voice. It's going to be about standing up for ourselves. It can be that we can have a tendency to kind of go in with harsh words and fish, going instead of going in with connection and understanding and healing. There is a real purpose here of connecting with ourselves. There is a real drive here to say, I step into me, not I let anybody else push my buttons. As we are moving forward during this time, as we're facing these trials and these tribulations, we start to see ourselves a bit clearer. We start to say, I matter. What I need matters. What I desire in life matters. How I want to move forward matters. And it brings us to the 9 of Wands. It brings us to stop listening to what we think everybody else wants, what we think everybody else needs. Stop listening to, all the conflict and the hurt and the pain. We are determined to stand in our strength. We are determined to see who we are through the battle scars. And this is a time where we start to see our place within our career, our place within what we want from life more. And others will have advice, yes. And it's not saying that we shouldn't take the advice of, our solid crew, the people who we could absolutely rely on, who, if things were really bad, they'd be there for us. The 9 of Wands comes in and it says the world doesn't get to have a say in my life. I get to have a say in my life. I'm not living to prove anything to anyone else anymore. I'm living for what's sacredly important to me. And that could be a choice that we had to make before, that maybe we didn't choose as wisely as we would have wanted to. Maybe, people got in our heads and we thought, oh, I'll show them, I'll do what they can't or something like that. And we made a battle we made things into a battle, or things became a battle when they didn't need to be. And here, Leo, there's a sense of, I claim my space again. I claim my voice and my power and my career and my desire and my wealth. This is focusing on career and not being so much in our own heads, not being so reactionary. That's going to be really, really important. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the King of Wands. This is fire sign energy again. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Aries energy that came through here. We might have to be mindful about this during this time. There is a need for fire. There is a need to kind of light things on fire and see how they burn. And we're going to be intrigued by that. We're going to be intrigued by people who have kind of that sentimentality. Like, let me see if I can push all your buttons and let me see what happens. That's not going to be a good game to play during this time. It's just not. It's going to add to trauma and drama that we just don't need in our lives. So be mindful of that. Our subconscious chakra energy is relationships. Subconsciously, we need to focus on our sacral chakra, on our relationships, on healing our relationships, on strengthening our relationships, on what we love, on what we want, on what we desire from our lives, our passion, our power, our purpose, our insight. It moves us to our subconscious rooted self, and it's the Empress. It's claiming a throne we never knew we had. It's claiming a voice we thought was silent. And now we're saying, this is what I'm creating within my life. It's having something come forward from us. It's having this beauty, this purpose, this intention, this passion come forward into our existence and guide us. It moves us then into our inner self. And it's healing. Healing is the equivalent of the Chariot, Cancer energy. So we're born on the cusp with Cancer. This is coming through very powerfully. But we start to heal. We start to see ourselves strengthening. We start to see ourselves moving forward. We have that healing coming through with the Two of Wands, very much the healing staff right there. And we're going to start to see that we're connecting. We're connecting to what we lost. We're connecting to what we never thought we could find. We're connecting to our past, our ancestors. We're connecting to the earth. We're connecting to so much more than we ever realized we needed to connect to. And that's going to be a powerful way forward in love and in understanding. It moves us to our subconscious emotional self. And that is the Six of Pentacles. Things need to be balanced. They need to be balanced. Here, we're going to see the things that are tearing us out of balance. But we're also going to say, okay, I need to be wise about things. I need to have a really set financial plan during this time, because we can find ourselves getting caught up and blowing our finances out the window, being like, oh, okay, I'm just going to indulge in this. I'm just going to push forward this way. So here it's letting things be balanced. It's also understanding that we need to have things balanced within our career, within like the amount of work that we're doing, within what's expected from us, because people are going to take advantage because they know, Leo, that you're spicy, right? You're going to go after things. You're not going to let anything stop you. You're going to push forward, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, I can utilize that, but it needs to be balanced. It needs to be balanced because we can find ourselves getting out of balance very easily here. It moves us to our subconscious public arena self, and that's charity. It's being kind to ourselves. It's generosity. It's giving. It's giving to ourselves. It's giving to our community. It's giving of energy and smiles and laughs and joys and connections. And it's having that beautiful giving spirit. Subconsciously, we need that. We need that power of emotional connection. We really do. Okay. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the purpose of this change, of this intensity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo.